Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode here on the channel, as we're back here for some more college football action here in the Road to Glory series here with Bryce Calhoun, as Calhoun and the Bulldogs are here at the Sugar Bowl as we're getting ready for the semifinal game here, one of two semifinal round games today, as we'll see here if we can punch our ticket to get ourselves into the national championship game, either facing US or UCF or Ohio State. That's who the two teams are in the other game. And of course, we have to first, before we can even get ourselves in the national championship game, we have to win today's game here in the Sugar Bowl against UAB Blazers. So there you see this current setup right now. And of course, like I said, two of these four teams are going to move on to the next round for the national championship game. Of course, I personally would like to see us take on Brown and the Knights there, as UCF are going to take on Ohio State. But I don't get to pick that, so not gonna. Chances are probably not going to happen. If it does, we'll definitely take it. But you see there, the Cinderella story, of course, Ohio Bobcats, of course, ended as they were the 15th ranked team in the nation. Of course, they got themselves winning that one into the playoffs as they had a great first round game, defeating Stanford in a big matchup there. And of course, went on to take on the Blazers here as they won this one 35-21. So this was a good game here, as of course the Blazers, Campbell there, their quarterback, 3 touchdowns, 404 yards, had a sack. He finished the day 75% in his passing completion there. And of course, there you see he had also a nice, decent running game there, 11 carries for 40 yards and a rushing touchdown there for him and for that offense of theirs. And of course, we'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully our defense will hopefully show up. They've been actually showing up, doing a pretty good job here in these last 2 games that we've had. The Oklahoma game, of course, that was our SEC championship game. And of course, in the Orange Bowl game where we played against the Gamecocks there, had a successful matchup there and we're able to defeat them. And now we'll try to see if our defense can step up to the plate here today and try to knock off and of course hold down the UAB Blazers. Now Blazers are coming off as the number 4 seed team, defeating the 15th ranked Ohio Bobcats, who were 12th seed in the playoffs, as they were able to knock off the number 3 seed, the number 3 school, number 3 in the nation, but number 5 in the tournament here, Stanford, in the first round. Of course, UAB won their game 35-21, and now they're trying to figure out a way how to try to see how they can defeat our defense. Like I said, defense has been solid for the most part here, and they have not really took it upon themselves. I believe they beat a couple of decent teams here for this season, but in the American, I think the last episode I said they were the Conference USA, but they're in the American. There you see 13-1 for the season, 7-1 in conference play there, and there you see they run that air raid defense. So they'll definitely have us scrambling around, moving our defense as much as they possibly can. There you see Waller, Emmanuel Waller, the power rusher there, 6'4", 265 pounds from Alabama. He's a senior, and he of course will be on the ends there, making sure our quarterback and running back stay there. And of course, I think the running game here, we may have to run the ball a lot up the middle here, dealing with guys like him. Shepard, their defensive tackle, of course, he is going to be a nuisance there if we are going to be running the ball up the middle. Of course, Herschel, there you see the other edge rusher there, speed rusher. Of course, he is going to be try to have a good game here against. Of course, we got snubbed for the Heisman, and of course we're hoping that we play against UCF, so we can show the world that the Heisman Trophy committee picked the wrong person for that Heisman Trophy this season. we'll see, of course, if USC can get that UCF. I was going to say not UFC, UCF. Make sure they see if they get it beat Ohio State. As, of course, we were being brought down there quickly. Nice job there from the coming off the edge there. As we'll see now, 3rd and 14 coming up. As UAB is not going to be playing around at all. I feel like that's the case here with this matchup so far here in this opening drive here. They are just going to be coming right at us, pin their ears back, and make the top plays they can. As we see a pass there, that's going to be completed by our quarterback there. As Calhoun is able to find Ray there on that pass, as that's going to be a nice huge first down there for us. We're on the farm. They're on their 42-yard line as we have 1st and 10 after that big pass. Got a man in motion. That'll be lucky. And that ball will be handed off there to Robinson. And Robinson, of course, get a nice carry there for a few yards. As now we're seeing what we can do here on this 2nd down. And, of course, talking to Calhoun, he said that his game plan is to really try to try to be more accurate than he was in the last game. And of course, just try to make some common sense plays down the field here, not take too many crazy shots if need be to his receivers. As we'll see a pass there being thrown there, and oh, geez, a defensive linebacker there does a great job there of smacking him around there and having to drop the football. We'll see here Robinson now here as we quickly go 3 and out, and for whatever reason we don't get a field goal. I think we end up going on 4th down, and wasn't had us involved in that play there. So coaches are taking some risk here. As we'll see here on this 2nd and 8, a pass going to be thrown there, and that's going to be completed. And that's going to be another 1st down here for the Georgia Bulldogs. Bulldogs here in a packed house along with UAB here in New Orleans. Of course, this might be more considered a UAB home field advantage than it is Georgia. So we'll see if that'll be the case here, as it's pretty much, it seems almost like 50-50 here when it comes to the fans there in the stands here, I've noticed. 2nd and 5 coming up here, ball on the 9-yard line. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson's going to go up the middle there with no problems. He gets tripped up right at the last second, but he's already in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs find their way in the end zone. Nice job there. Nice run. And that's a great way there for us to go. As we're able to get the first points of the day here. Help with the running game from Robinson as he finds his way there. It's now 14-0. And so we'll go ahead and see that one going in there. And so we'll see he gets Belly back to the line of scrimmage there from Robinson. 2nd and 10 here on our own 20. Where Calhoun here again drops back in the pocket here, looking down here. See, he's going to toss us up, but that is going to be a flag here. And it looks like it's going to be on one of us. It's going to be a holding call. And it's going to be on Magman as he's going to get hit with that penalty there. And then turn around and get hit with another one. I think this is a delay of game. Yeah, we did not get on the line there quick enough. I think the communication issues is got to be solved here. We cannot be having that. We had that somewhat in the last game there against the Gamecocks. As we'll see a pass there being thrown. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough there to get some yardage. Now we're still in a hole here as we looking at a 3rd and 17 coming up. Ball their own 13. Drop back here for Calhoun. Calhoun going up for a deep pass. That's going to be in there, and that's going to be caught there. Nice job there from Anthony Evans III as he gets himself a 1st down. And now we've got something cooking here as Calhoun gets this pass off here. A nice pass there from him as Anthony gets in the right position there, breaks himself away from the defender, and that's going to be the finish of the 1st quarter. And Ugg dancing off in the field out there, showing off. Let's see if we can make him a little more happier, if we can try to get another touchdown here. 14-0 here as we enter the 2nd quarter. And, of course, a run there as that's going to be a few yards there on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up. Man in motion here for Calhoun and the Bulldogs. As they'll drop back here, looking down the field here, throwing this one up the middle here. That's going to go to Ray. Ray's going to get the catch right on the stride. And that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As Ray finds his way into the end zone. Nice job. And we have now taken a 3-possession lead here. As we did a great job here to kick off the 2nd quarter. As Traylon Ray been very utilized here, especially in situations like this, as he's able to find his way into the end zone. Again, making it now even more so of a trouble now here for UAB. 1st and 10 after a quick 3 and out there on UAB's offense. We'll get the ball our own 6. As we're trying to, of course, get out of the shadow of our own goalpost here. Ball on the 10-yard line here, 2nd and 6. Hand off as Robinson gets a nice block there. And Robinson going down the field here. Could he get it to take this one to the house? No, he's going to get it across the 50. Or no, just going to be short of the 50, get across the 50-yard line. He's going to be at our own 47. Nice run there from from Robinson. As the senior just takes off here. Look at this run. Great job there. Of course, great blocking, and then just zips up the field. And I think if he had a little bit more gas in his tank there that time, I think he would have got it in there. If he had just a few more blocks there to have him explode out from the backfield there. Ball on the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 after the nice run. We'll see they'll go to the passing game here. Play clock down to 2 here. Got to hurry up and snap it. Able to pull that one off. The defense did a great job there reading that one that time, as they have seen that we were not being too tricky about that. As now we'll see a 2nd and 12 coming up here, and Calhoun going to call his own number instead. He's going to run this, and that's going to get him all the way down to the 42, as that will be, of course, a now 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Bulldogs. As they look off to the sideline here, there is an audible being called. And looks like they're going to change the play up. As Calhoun is now trying to change the routes. And again, they're going to get hit with another penalty here as they're not prepared. As that's going to be looks like it's going to be a false start, actually. It's going to be called up on our offensive line there. So someone did jump. We'll see here, 3rd and 10. Calhoun here again drops back here, throws this one. And oh, no, interception. As UAB has their first turnover of the ball game here on our quarterback. And now we'll see if UAB will take advantage of that turnover here with 5:43 left here in the first half. We'll see if they can get any points off of that here, as Calhoun and the offense will have to come off the field. Lucky enough, we're able to stop them from getting any points. So it's still a 21-0 game, as Robinson will get the football here now, again under our own goalpost that time. As we'll see a 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball's going to be placed at the 13-yard line. Man in motion. We'll drop back here. Look down the field here for Calhoun. That one's going to quickly toss, and that's going to be caught there, I believe, by Lucky. Or no, that is Humphreys there. Excuse me. I keep getting those two confused. I don't know why. Humphreys is 16, and Lucky, I believe, I think it's Lucky's just a single number. I think he has a 8 or 11 or something like. No, not 8. We have 8. I think it's not 11. I want to say it's 7. Yeah, that makes sense. Lucky 7. Yeah, we'll see here. We'll see if we can continue this drive and get ourselves down the field here like we did before. Drop back here from Calhoun as he snaps it, looks up, throws up the middle, and that's going to be easily nice catch there. As that was a nice slant pass there. That's going to give him a first down. As now we've crossed in the 50 here, and that's his Robinson as he just guns it down the field and gets this one all the way down to the 25-yard line. And looks like UAB's territory. And now Calhoun going to run off here, and he's going to run this one himself as he gets pushed out there at the 15. That's a gain of 10. As now, look, things are looking pretty good here. But they're going to say we're short of a yard. They're actually say we're short just about of foot there. So now 3rd and inches instead. Drop back pass there. That's going to be completed, as we'll see a run here, and Anthony Evans just going to be stopped there right at near the goal line. We'll see what we can do here on this 2nd and goal here. Maybe we'll try to punch up the middle with Robinson, and yep, we're going to hand it off to him as he's going to do so, and he's going to jump into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. UAB, they are really struggling right now. This is honestly not what I thought it was going to be. I thought UAB would be a team that would stay close with us, but yeah, they did not do so. Now as I say that now, it's 28-14, as they're able to quickly get 14 points unanswered there in the start of the second half of this game. So now we got to, of course, I got to learn how to keep my mouth shut and not jinx us. But nonetheless, we got to try to put some more points on the board here. 8:05 left here in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 5. And Calhoun is going to get hit as he throws, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Looking at a 4th and 5 coming up, and they'll be forced to punt. UAB again now able to get down the field here, a little more confident on their offense, as this time they score 3 points, making it now 28-17. Hand off here to Robinson, as Robinson cuts back over. Instead of going left there, he goes out to the right-hand side and gets down to the field as he'll cross the 50. 1st and 10 after that nice run. We'll see if they'll go back to the field this time here. To the air game. Oh, excuse me. And it'll be a 2nd and 6 there, as Robinson did a great job there of a nice little scramble there for him. Robinson again gets his number called. He's going to be right up the middle there. Takes advantage of it there as well. So that's going to be a new set of downs here. 1st and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. Calhoun looking again here, taking a chance. And he's going to go down the field. And he can't even take a shot down the field there as they grab a hold of him. A loss of 11. Makes it now here a 2nd and 22. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to go up, and that's going to go right in the bucket there. Great play there. They find Ray again. Great job there, as he is going to find himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As Traylon Ray again gets another great catch. This one just over the shoulder. Grabs it and finds his way in the end zone. What a good finish there. 35-17 here as now we get the start of the 4th quarter. So we're definitely moving along here pretty quickly here. Calhoun here now has to do some of the football there, but he's going to get caught with a sack as he was trying to look down the field here, but just could not find anybody there. So, of course, elected to hold on to it there. Not the best idea there, Calhoun. But I digress. Now 3rd and 20 coming up, as we'll see a change of a route here, change of formation actually. Calhoun drops back here, goes up the middle. That ball's almost got caught there, but it's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be now a 4th down. So we'll get the ball back here, 1st and 10, as we get a quick 3 and out on UAB as Robinson there tries to hurdle. And he is going to be brought down there. A loss of a yard there behind the line. Ball at midfield here. As Calhoun again, drop back here, looks up, fires this one. That one's going to be right in the hands of Humphreys, as he finds Humphreys for the end zone catch. Great job, as these two have been working very good on their timing this season. London Humphreys finds a touchdown here in the playoffs, as he had a really great game last week. Now he's looks like he's having another one here, scoring one here late in the game. Timeout being called here, as we just cannot make any good decisions on what we're going to be doing here. 42-24 is the ball game, as UAB able to come back with a touchdown of their own on their drive. We'll see if the defense here can make a stop. So far, like I said, it's been a really tough day here. on this UAB defense. I thought, for really truly, I thought this was going to be a little bit more closer. I thought at least they'll be within a possession of us, but that is not the case. Here's Calhoun here, runs, and he's going to get forced out of bounds. And that'll be a new set of downs here for the Bulldogs. As Bulldogs here hand this one off, and now a great run there is again keeping the drive alive, and nice run. We'll get to a 1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. So we'll see a handoff, and again another run. As the backup will come in now here to get a snap. Robinson back in the backfield there with Calhoun. It's 2nd and 6 coming up here. Calhoun bootlegs this one out. He's running for his life as he'll get to the 30-yard line. A few yards there on that play. It'll be a 3rd and 7 coming up. And in motion. Drop back, play action. Goes up here, tosses this one up there. That is going to be not caught. And the fans cannot believe it there, as that ball is going to be quickly dropped. I thought he had that. I thought London Humphreys had that catch there. But 1st and 10, and we'll see Calhoun here. It gets hit as he throws. And really couldn't put an accurate throw on that play. I don't know exactly who he was trying to get to. But nonetheless here, he gets another shot here on 2nd and 10. Dropping back here up the middle. That one's going to go to the end zone. It's going to get intercepted. That's the 2nd interception now here in today's game. Oh, my goodness. And I don't think we've made that many interceptions in this postseason at all. I think these are the first 2 that we've had. 2 minutes left here. Ball on the 5-yard, our own 5. And we'll see Robinson now here try to give us some little bit of room to get a little comfortable here. So nice run there on the ground. 2nd and 1 here again. Robinson going to run this one out as we're just trying to run down this game clock and try to, of course, get ready to celebrate there as we're getting ready to go to our national championship here, at least for the Bulldogs here. This will be Calhoun's first national championship game he's been in. But it'll be the Bulldogs' 2nd, as they won it last season. And the only difference is this quarterback, as Calhoun finds Humphreys again for the nice touchdown here. Less than a minute left here in this game. Ball the 35-yard line. Drop back, looking down the field here. Looking here, look up, throwing this one deep, and that one's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. I bet you can't guess who it was again. Nope. Yeah, I fooled you. It was Alexander. Got the touchdown. You thought it was Ray, didn't you? Alexander gets it in the end zone, and he's able to get a nice finish there. 52-24 is your final as we win the Sugar Bowl. And now we are just a game away from a national championship here, or the next game I should say is the national championship. So we're just a game away from clinching a national championship here for Bryce Calhoun. Great win here, great performance from everybody. Cleveland included defense. Defense gave up 24 points, which in some ways I was kind of expecting it, but at the same time, we did a good job there, shut them down early on. And of course, second half they made some adjustments there and did a good job of, trying to get back in this one here. But it was, they'll say too little, too late, and that's how this one is going to end. Total offense 557 yards. They had 462 rushing yards. 32 of 106 and 2 touchdowns. They UAB had 20 of 64 yards, I believe. Yeah, 20 of 64 and a touchdown. So a good day there. Of course, the interceptions. Yeah, that was us. We got picked off twice, so -2. They had +2 for the day. And of course, Bryce Calhoun, 13 for 23. Really good, solid numbers there. Completed 56% of his passes. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And of course, completed almost 60% of his passes there in today's game. Robinson, 23 carries, 184 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns in the game. That was a nice fit for him, as he did a great job there of providing some help. Of course, Humphreys, 5 catches, 126, a touchdown. Ray, 4 catches, 141, 2 touchdowns. And of course, Alexander got in the mix there as they start bringing in some of the second string guys as well. And he made a touchdown for us. And that really, I think truly the first half really pretty much sealed the deal here for UAB. UAB was just non-existent. I don't know what was going on there. I was really hoping for a closer game. At least my mind was prepared for it. But yeah, nonetheless, that was good win here for us. And now the question is, who do we have to face to get to the next round? And who will be in that championship game with us for the national championship? We'll find out here in a bit. But there you see Campbell's numbers: 16 of 28, 2 touchdowns for him. And of course, he also had a rushing touchdown, 12 carries for 98 yards. And then Hooks, big day there for him. 7 catches, 152, 2 touchdowns for him. And there you see the defensive numbers there. You guys can, of course, pause the video. Of course, check those out if you want to. But some of the guys that I figured that we were going to have to deal with, well, yeah, we definitely had to deal with them. It was, kind of expected. They did play well, but not enough to really kind of slow us down. There wasn't really having too much trouble, and just did a great job of, playing some really good football. And we're going to take on Ohio State. So UCF. They lost 34-31 in that game. We'll see how well Brown did. Looks like they were pretty good. Looked like they were very dominant. 21-7 going into halftime, and then Ohio State just got their crap together. But 231, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for Brown. Brown also had 11 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. So I don't know. You guys, you guys make the decision. You guys let me know down below. Is the correct quarterback going to the national championship game? I would have to say so. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be biased as hell. We should have won the Heisman Trophy. I don't understand what the deal was. The only thing, like I said, I think I said this before, when we found out we lost the chance to win the Heisman. It has to be because we were not on the team this long. We've been, we're basically, a transfer kid, and he'd been there for quite some while. He's got a good, resume of games and for that team and whatnot, and that's why we got snubbed. But nonetheless, we're gonna be going here. We're gonna win our national championship here, hopefully, as we take on the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes. They are currently, they end the season 13-2, 7-2 in the Big Ten. And we'll see with our undefeated record. We'll see if we can, of course, bring home another championship here. Second year row being national champions if we win. National champions, I should say, if we win. And a new quarterback at that after their original quarterback left for the NFL. Can this quarterback bring home the bacon? And, of course, bring home that beautiful coach's trophy? We'll have to find out and see coming up in the final game of possibly his college career, because we don't know if he's going to stick around here and for another year or not. Is this his junior year? So we'll have to see if he'll come back or not. But, yeah, we'll have this. Of course, a lot of questions going to be asked. But most importantly, the biggest one is, can we win this national championship? If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And, of course, follow us on social media down below. And, of course, follow us on our main channel here on YouTube at ESGNet. over there, as well as we got more college football content as well over there on the main channel, as well as Madden and others gaming series as well. But that's it, all for the marbles. Coming up next time, you'll see us. Hopefully, we'll be hosting that trophy as your national champions. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.